Disney has lost $900 million just in the last 8 films that they have made. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to lose more. They're going to lose more because they are so obsessed with this wokeism and checking all the boxes off on the ESG front, environmental social governance, for those of you that don't know. And consequently, it's getting in the way of just, earning money, making good films. They've decided to make a remake of Snow White. Because apparently nobody has an original idea in Hollywood anymore. So you got to go back to the basics, all the way back to the 1800s and the Grimm fairy tales. Anyway, this movie was made in like 1937, and they thought it was time for an update. And of course, being the society we are right now, this one's to be expected. Snow White does not identify as someone who's technically white because her mother is from Colombia. And her father is, quote, American. And so she is someone who sees herself as a Latina. And so that's like a new wrinkle. But you know what? To be expected, right? Like, I don't think any of that surprises anybody. The thing that's kind of surprising about Snow White and the 7 dwarfs, as it's historically always been known, is that those 7 dwarfs are actually, now just like 7 people, 6 of whom are tall, one of whom is a little person. Take a look here. This is the ragtag group of dwarfs in Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And as you can see, only one of them is actually a little person. Well, this is not going over so well within the short stature community because one actor came out and just blasted them and said, look, you know what? There's only so many jobs as it is. And now you're taking away those jobs from people that otherwise need them. So Disney can't figure this one out. They actually did a study. This is the crazy thing. They did a study to try and determine whether they were going to be politically sensitive. Where were the hot button issues? Where were the problems? How could they make sure that they were sensitive enough to the little people community? And I guess the takeaway was, well, forget the little people community. We're just going to make them all normal sized people. I mean, gosh, is that really what it's come to? It seems that it is. And I will say this, as they lose $900 million on the last 8 films, Bob Iger, it's time to focus on what needs to be focused on, which is your content and your theme parks. I'd go for that. Here he is. I've played this for you before, but just watch what he has to say about some of his other business lines. This is the CEO of Disney. It sounds like he's getting rid of the TV stuff because, well, TV is what TV is, no longer growing.
Transformative work is dealing with businesses that are no-growth businesses and what to do about them, and particularly the linear business, which we are expansive in our thinking about, and we're going to look expansively about opportunities there because clearly it's a business that is going to continue to struggle.
Well, let's stop there for a second then and let me ask you about it. We're talking, I guess, ABC, the network, the stations, but then the cable networks as well.
Yes, correct.
FX, Nat Geo. Is it possible you would look to sell them?
We're going to be expansive. I think if you can interpret what that word means.
Which means, yeah, we're going to sell them. We're going to sell them because you know what? They don't work anymore. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.